I had a late-term pregnancy loss. My grandpa passed, and he personally requested my son to be in his obituary. About a year and a half ago, my husband and I were pregnant with our first, a little boy. We unfortunately lost him late into the pregnancy. My grandpa passed away last week. We didn't see each other much. I'm talking maybe 3 times ever, solely because we live on opposite ends of the country. But we sent each other cards for holidays every year, and somehow we just built a special bond regardless of the physical distance. My mother called me yesterday afternoon, and when I picked up, she asked me if it was a good time to speak because she had a sensitive topic she wanted to discuss. She told me that she was working on writing my grandpa's obituary, and about who she was listing as survived by and preceded in death by, and she told me that my grandpa had requested before he passed to have my son listed under the latter. She told me that my grandpa loved him, and talked about him with joy, even still, and was still so proud of him. And she had called to ask for my permission to follow through with his request. I said of course, and I've been sobbing ever since. Over the past year and a half since we lost our son, it seems like everyone has forgotten about him, or they don't want to talk about him because it feels awkward. I haven't even heard one family member speak his beautiful name, aside from my mother. And it hurts to feel like your only child is forgettable and makes others feel uncomfortable. But apparently not my grandpa. He was telling everyone up until his passing about his great-grandson and how proud he was of him, to the point that he personally requested him to be included by name in his own obituary, his name that no one else even wants to speak. I've been feeling so many layers of grief after that phone call. I miss my son, and I miss my grandpa. I don't necessarily believe in the afterlife, but I'd like to think they finally got to meet and are together somewhere, and that thought brings me so much joy. But the other side of the sword is, there is now one less person on this earth who remembers him too. One less person who cares. But then there has been this whole other layer of feeling overwhelming love and appreciation too. I can't describe it, other than it feels like my grandpa is continuing to do through his death what he did through his life. I almost feel like his request to include my son was him reminding me after his death that he's still there looking out for me, for us. His obituary is going to be posted within the next week. I'm trying to brace myself, but it's hard. I know it's going to be beautifully tragic.
Here are the top comments.
That's very sweet of your grandfather. I'm sorry for your losses, OP.
My grandmother died last month. I had a miscarriage 3 years ago. One of the last things she told me before she died was that she'd look after my baby for me. And I like thinking that's true. I'm so sorry for your losses. I will remember your son.
My condolences on both your losses. Your grandfather sounds like an amazing person. He's making sure everyone who reads the obituary will know your son existed.
Your grandfather was a class act, such a simple gesture, but so much meaning to it.